thanking you for taking your time to be part of this engagement. The reason why we're here is just I'd like to share some issues, a few issues, some of which have been hogging the limelight in recent weeks or days. Let me start by the executive leadership of council. The city has gone for over 30 months without a substantive town clerk or chief executive. This has been due to the fight over the responsibility to choose the biggest tool for the job at Townhouse. We had to terminate the appointment of Mr. James Mshore after he was hounded out of his office by agents of the parent ministry. He is currently testing his rights with the labour courts, and the matter remains with the slow wheels of justice. As we speak, and has been reported, Dr. Tapio Mashakada currently leads the race to be the top employee for the residents of Harare. And as I've repeatedly stated, the position of Harare Town Clerk, in my view, ranks just below the Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet. When you look at the span of responsibilities for a council which is as big as 10 small government ministries combined, that is why the position has historically been denied full professional space, both in terms of its recruitment and also in daily and strategic operations. I am encouraged by the new brooms at the ministry. Both Minister Julai Moyo and his permanent secretary, Mr. George Magoshongwe, were banking on their perceived professionalism to allow us to conclude this overdue matter. This town clerk matter is critical for the current and the next mayor because our residents do not know or care about a mayor being non-executive. They just want things done. Stakeholders would not be new to the negative debate around remuneration of our executives. Executive rewards have been talking discussions almost without a break. The two issues around our remuneration have been cost and credibility. It is not a secret that our manpower costs are killing council. What seems easiest to appreciate are the executive costs. Let it be shared that executive costs are only 3% of the total costs. I will shortly demonstrate first that costs are unsustainable, and secondly, that even the lower level costs are 2 to 5 times costs carried by other employers for similar jobs. Just as illustrations, which I believe are sustainable across the entire council payroll, I will indicate that the council municipal guard or patrolman costs this city $1,057 per month, while in comparison, a ZRP constable costs just over $400 per month, which is 2.5 times more. A council nursing sister costs this city $1,527, while a government nursing sister just over $500, which again is 3 times more. A private clinic sister earns between $650 and $1,000 per month. I've chosen the few jobs because they're easy to relate to. Other indications from council are that a farm guard costs us $907, a messenger $520, a driver light vehicle $899, a heavy duty driver $1,058, and a municipal sergeant $1,266. All this translates to nearly $10 million per month, which is coming from $12 to $13 million collected. We have obligations for overdue amounts which must be serviced through payment plans at $6 million a month. We have electricity costs of $1.2 million per month. Just these 4 items gobble nearly $20 million from the $12 to $13 million collected. So the biggest elephant in the room is our salary cost. No employer wants unhappy workers, but to be in the state of sustained denial will not help our matters. Our salaries were granted by the minister in March 2013. The cost of these overpayments, which I allege, range from $3 to $7 million per month, or for the past 50 months, $150 to $350 million, which is a lot of money. Political will to fix this has been missing because the 2 main political parties represented in council have very strong labor backing. The truth being, if we do not bite the bullet to fix the big problems, we are going to be embarrassed by little things. We cannot be proud of a city which runs out of diesel for garbage or bond paper. Let me move on to the issue of payroll management. In 2014, I challenged management to secure a more trusted payroll system as ours suffered sustained mistrust. They got angry and reported me to Minister Chombo to have my knuckles rubbed. 3 years later, we still have an in-house payroll which no one outside of council will ever trust. The ministry ordered an audit of executive remuneration, whose findings necessitated us conducting our own. An independent tribunal chaired by retired Judge Justice George Smith presented its findings to a special meeting of council last week, which meeting resolved to suspend from duty the council chamber secretary, Mrs. Josephine Ngube, who has also been acting town clerk, the human capital director, Dr. Kanos Shumombe, the finance director, Mr. Tendai Kwenda, and the director of health services, Dr. Prosper Chonzi. I have been mandated to set up a disciplinary committee to handle this matter. I will be appointing the committee before close of business today. I had a meeting with the ministry yesterday, at which meeting the ministry expressed its desire to see the matter concluded with speed. Allow me to move on to the next big item, which I think is of greater interest to most of you.
There's someone addressing me. It's making noise.
Okay, if I could continue, please manage that side. Allow me to deal with the matter of Harare water. Our water has had perennial challenges in terms of coverage or distribution. I can, however, proudly share that over the past 3 years, we have increased our supply from under 400 megalitres a day to over 500 megalitres per day and targeting 600 megalitres. This has largely been due to the refurbishment of the Morton Jeffrey Waterworks at Lake Chimero. This plant is 60 years old and was designed to cater for a city population of 300,000, but is now having to serve 4 million people as the population has grown, and we also serve satellite communities like Chitungwiza, Ruwa, and Norton. The city as a whole has an infrastructure deficit of easily 30 years. So the capacity challenges we are facing in 2017 are results of expansion not done after 1980, after 1990, after 2000, etc. If I could partake of our water.
Sorry.